Well, hi everyone. Happy Thursday. I'm so glad you're joining with us today. I have a special guest with me. Who are you, dude?
I'm Evan.
This is Evan, and Evan asked to be part of our Good News Thursday announcements. He has got some exciting news from his own life that he's going to share with you today. Evan, what's exciting in your life right now, dude?
I'm almost done with kindergarten.
That's right. And where do you go to school?
Davis.
And who's your teacher?
Miss Ramos.
And is she like a good teacher or like the best teacher ever?
The best.
She is the best. And so if you follow me on social media, you are definitely going to see a whole bunch of pictures of this guy and his graduation from kindergarten, because it is a big and exciting week here at the Brownback house. Also on top of that, what?
I want to tell you something.
You want to tell him? All right, he wants to tell you something.
I'm graduating tomorrow, and they said, and when I first got into kindergarten, they said that Miss Ramos was the best teacher in the OCC.
Whoa! Do you know what the OCC is?
Our town.
It kind of, yeah. So shout out to Miss Ramos for being the best teacher in all of Orange County. Now, I have some exciting news for you as well. Is if you were with us last weekend, you heard us announce that starting the weekend of the 28th, we are going to be having services on campus and online. We're going to be doing both. And so you'll be seeing more information about that. But Evan, are you pretty excited about church back on campus coming up pretty soon? That's right. In fact, today, actually, Evan this morning drew a picture of our church that I thought I would share with all of you. And so, Evan, can you tell everyone what they're looking at here in this picture?
So you're looking at the whole church.
Yeah.
This is the fountain that's in the glass. I made the sun, clouds, and sky.
That's right. And who are these right here in the middle? Who's this?
People at the church.
That is people at the church. And so Evan is super excited about us having services on campus. Now, unfortunately, we won't be having TC Kids programming just yet. Hopefully that is right around the corner for us. But again, the good news is we still have great TC Kids content online every single week. Evan, what was the Bible story this past week?
It was about Paul when he got up, when he was talking to Jesus, he couldn't see.
Yep, that's right. And so if you have not seen any of our TC Kids content yet, if you're a parent, make sure you shoot me an email at andrew@thecrossing.com. We'll get you on that list. But one of the things our kids look forward to every single week is watching some great TC Kids videos. And we got a great TC Kids staff who's putting some great work together. So a couple other exciting things going on at the Crossing right now is, a few weeks ago, we launched this emergency COVID-19 fund. And over the last 2 weeks, we've been able to serve a whole bunch of families, people in our town that have never been to our church, people we don't know, but who we've interviewed and see a huge need, and we've been able to step in the gap, provide for some bills that they have, and so it's been a huge way to bless people in our community. Now, this past Sunday at the Crossing, we've had a handful of volunteers show up. They're helping us get ready for these services where we're going to be accepting RSVP invitations, and I met someone who showed up for the very first time. Now, I have no idea how this guy heard about us having services or that a handful of volunteers were being invited in, but he showed up, we got him a seat, and at the end of the service, he stopped me. And he told me it was his very first time attending our church. And the reason he showed up is because a couple months ago, he lost his job. He was down to his last couple dollars, and someone told him about a church, and actually we'd partnered with a group of churches at this point to provide some resources for people in desperate spots. And so he was a recipient of your generosity, friends. And he showed up this weekend because he wanted to hear more about our church and simply say thank you. And so I got a chance to help him get connected to another staff member. But I thought, how cool is it that a couple months ago, in a time of tremendous need, and we still see a lot of that need today, that we as a church got to step in the gap. We got to provide for a family with a lot of needs. And now before we even have services back on campus, we have someone showing up who wants to be part of our church. In fact, this weekend we had 3 people who it was their first time at the Crossing, and we didn't even host services on campus. And this is in addition to all the people who are joining us every weekend for the very first time. In fact, some of you who are watching this video right now, you've actually never been on our campus for a service. You've only watched it online. And what I want you to know is in this next season, we're going to continue to put great stuff online, and we're going to have some great experiences on campus. And what I'd ask of you, all of you who are watching, is if you know a staff member, if you know one of our pastors, I want you to shoot them just a quick thank you text this week, because they are working like crazy. And we have a fantastic staff who is just a huge blessing to our community. In fact, Evan, you know I work at a church, right? So, Evan, you've been at the Crossing now for almost 3 years. That's half of your life. Evan, who is your favorite pastor at the Crossing?
Mr. Tony.
I believe he said Mr. Andrew, my daddy. Is that what you said?
No.
So, Tony, we need to meet next week because we got to talk about that. But those are just a few stories of some good news happening at the Crossing. We got a whole bunch more. Make sure you are continuing to follow us on social media. Share this video. And just, boy, be praying for God to continue to do a great work. So thank you guys so much. Evan, anything else you want to tell everybody before we say goodbye for the day?
Bye.
Bye. There you go. Can't say it better than that. All right. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.